Hello, and welcome back to Science Has an Accent. My name's Rachel, a master's student in neurophysiology, and I'll be your host for this week's exciting episode. Today is all about innovation happening right here in Canada, with a special focus on the University of Manitoba. From cutting-edge neuroscience to revolutionary farming techniques, we're diving into some of the most exciting studies coming out of U of M. So whether you're a science enthusiast or just love hearing about the latest breakthroughs, stick around. You won't want to miss this. When we think of the Faculty of Health Research, usually what comes to mind is DNA, mice, and severely stressed students. Rarely do we think of fish. But Camilla Charcon, a PhD student in the neurophysiology lab here, is here today to prove that fish, too, have a place in health research. Camilla?
So something fishy is brewing at the University of Manitoba, and it's the advancement of biomedical research. Roughly 250 Mexican tetras and 2,000 zebrafish now call Bannatyne campus at the University of Manitoba home. Back in November 2024, the university unveiled a new state-of-the-art fish facility aimed at advancing human health. These fish are effective models due to their low cost, genetic similarities with humans, and regenerative capacity. Roughly 70% of the genes in fish are the same as humans, which makes them a good animal model. Interestingly, too, fish can grow many sets of teeth over their lifespan. Taking advantage of the multiple sets of teeth that fish have, Dr. Devi Aturolaya, a dentist and scientist, uses this model to investigate how teeth and bones of the face develop. Her current investigations involve studying fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. This disorder caused by mothers drinking alcohol while pregnant, which can cause various birth defects affecting growth, facial development, and the nervous system. In their recent 2022 paper published to Toxics, zebrafish eggs were exposed to alcohol. They found that alcohol exposure caused defects in tooth formation, palate development, and cells involved in skin pigmentation. So with this new fish facility, researchers now have an enhanced and accessible platform to further investigate these gene-alcohol interactions. Ultimately, this will provide important information to identify the origin of visible characteristics and advance the understanding of fetal alcohol spectrum disorder and other developmental disorders.
Thanks, Camilla. Who would have thought our fin friends would be of such use to us? Thanks for that insight. Maybe now people will think twice while ice fishing this winter. Speaking of which, when you think of winter in Winnipeg, what comes to mind? Freezing temperatures, snowbanks taller than your car? One thing that probably doesn't come to mind is gardening. But today, Winnipeg's very own Kiri Shafto, a PhD student in applied health sciences, is here to talk about how some recent agricultural advancements might make summer gardening a thing of the past.
Thanks, Rachel. Now, January in Winnipeg is not a common time to be talking about gardening, never mind actually doing it. But what if you could grow fruits, vegetables, and other plants all year round? Although Manitoba is known for its agricultural industry, the growing season is short and can be vulnerable to environmental impacts such as weather events and pests. On top of that, much of the province is remote and may struggle with food insecurity. Researchers at the University of Manitoba are currently exploring the utility and efficiency of vertical farming in the province. The Department of Biosystems Engineering operates a vertical farm, growing plants in stacked layers using LED lighting and hydroponics, which reduces the reliance on natural sunlight and natural rainfall. Trina Semenchek, a master's student in the department, is focusing her research on optimizing the design, construction, and operation of the vertical farm. While the system is currently being tested with leafy greens only, researchers anticipate growing other produce in the near future. Semenchuk is also working on a pilot project with Silo Mission to grow produce that supplements the food available to their patrons. The findings of this research will surely contribute to Manitoba's reputation as an agricultural giant.
Thanks, Kiri. I can't even manage to keep my plants alive in the summer, so the fact that this team is mastering year-round farming, even in the dead of winter, is beyond impressive. Innovation like this is reshaping the way we think about food production for sure. And speaking of pushing boundaries and innovation, scientists are now uncovering new ways to harness the brain's own repair mechanisms, this time in the fight against spinal cord injuries. Could this discovery lead to the future where healing in nervous systems is as systemic as growing crops year-round? Fatima Hessapour, a PhD student in immunology, is here to discuss further.
Thank you, Rachel. Yes, today I want to talk about some cellular superheroes and how special brain cells could heal spinal cord injuries. Scientists at the University of Manitoba have discovered something extraordinary about brain cells called astrocytes that could revolutionize spinal cord injury treatment. The research reveals that neural stem cell-derived astrocytes possess remarkable healing abilities that differ significantly from traditional spinal cord cells. These unique astrocytes act like cellular repair workers with a pro-regenerative superpower. They can actively clear away molecular barriers that normally prevent nerve healing. Unlike regular astrocytes that contribute to inflammation, these special cells generate fewer inflammatory chemicals and more growth factors and support healing. Dr. Karimi, the lead researcher, explained their results. We have uncovered that these astrocytes can perform regenerative matrix remodeling by clearing inhibitory molecules from the injury site, which is a novel and exciting discovery in the field. The study found these cellular heroes can break down scar-forming molecules through sophisticated mechanisms, including producing special enzymes that digest proteins blocking nerve regeneration. By using unique receptor mechanisms, they can remove obstacles to neural repair. Published in stem cell reports, this groundbreaking research offers new hope for improving recovery from spinal cord injuries and could potentially transform future treatment approaches, demonstrating this incredible potential of neural stem cell-derived astrocytes in healing damaged nervous system.
So just like vertical farming is rewriting the rules of agriculture, these astrocytes could be rewriting the rules of nerve healing. Thanks for sharing, Fatima. I can't wait to hear more about this fascinating research. From establishing fish facilities to unlocking the brain's own healing powers, today's episode has been all about pushing the boundaries of what's possible. But innovation just isn't about high-tech labs and cutting-edge discoveries. It's also about finding practical, real-world solutions that can change lives. And that's exactly what researchers at the University of Manitoba are doing with their latest study on physical activity and type 2 diabetes. Recently, researchers of U of M suggest that the structured physical activity intervention for adults with type 2 diabetes is both feasible and well received. The research, published in the Pilot of Feasibility Studies, aimed to assess whether such a program could be effectively implemented by evaluating recruitment, retention, adherence, and participant engagement. Regular physical activity is known to improve blood sugar control and overall health in individuals with type 2 diabetes, yet many struggle to maintain consistent exercise routines. To address this, researchers conducted a randomized controlled trial with adults diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Participants were divided into intervention groups, which engaged in supervised exercise programs, and a controlled group, which did not receive the intervention. The study found that recruitment goals were met within the expected time frame, retention rates were high, and adherence to the program was strong. Participants in the intervention group actively engaged in their prescribed exercise routines, and many reported that structured sessions helped them stay accountable. Lead researcher Signor emphasized the importance of this structured approach, stating, "Many people with type 2 diabetes want to be more active, but they don't always have the right support or resources. Our study shows that when given the right structure and guidance, participants not only stick with the program, but also enjoy it." Participant feedback was also overwhelmingly positive, with many expressing appreciation for the structured nature of the program. The study's results suggest that similar interventions could be scaled up to reach larger populations, potentially benefiting more people with type 2 diabetes. While this study focused primarily on feasibility rather than long-term health impacts, it paves the way for future research exploring how structured exercise programs can improve diabetes management. With the increased prevalence of type 2 diabetes worldwide, such initiatives could play a crucial role in public health efforts to promote physical activity and disease management. So whether it's harnessing astrocytes to heal the nervous system, developing state-of-the-art fish facilities and farming facilities, or finding better ways to keep people with type 2 diabetes active and healthy, one thing is clear. Breakthrough in science and medicine are constantly shaping the world around us. A big thank you to our guests and, of course, to you, our listeners, for joining us on this journey. If you love this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us for more updates on the latest in science and innovation. Got a topic you want us to cover? Let us know. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and remember,
Science has an accent.